Welcome back to my channel, y'all. This is the first daytime video I've had in a while. I'm very happy. Finally decided to stop being lazy and film during the day. Alright, so where you can see me a little bit more in my messy little bed and back. Can't wait till I get my little tripod and a bigger light. But anyway, as you can see, thumbnail, emergency on Amazon Prime. I actually don't watch Amazon Prime that much. I have the subscription, and I saw on my bank statement that they took it out, and I was like, let me just go ahead and utilize this outside of shopping and getting 2-day shipping, right? So I saw emergency, on the, when you log in and whatever. So I recognized one of the actors from the Harder They Fall. I never did a review on that. I think by the time I saw it, it was like a few months after it came out, and I try to be up on stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like, Emergency just came out like a week ago, which that may still be late, vlogger time or blogger time, whatever. So, quick synopsis for those of you that haven't watched the trailer. Okay, so these two young black men that are college students, they're on their way to a party. One of them, he said, I gotta go check on something for his class. Boom, there's a passed out Caucasian young girl in the living room. They don't know where she came from, where she went. So basically throughout the movie, also, I'm sorry, dang, I forgot, their roommate, who is Hispanic or Latino. I get those terms confused sometimes, but so all three of them basically spend the movie trying to they're trying to drop her off somewhere where safe, where someone can find her. They don't really know what to do with her. They run across some stuff on the way. I don't know if I mentioned this before on my previous videos, but I do like movies where there's like one thing happening after another, and that's kind of how this is. Not like boom, 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 but more like boom, boom, Basically, it wasn't a smooth ride for them. Like, it wasn't like they were able to just drop her off and blah, blah, blah. All right, so I didn't know what genre movie this was going to be. Don't ask me why, but I thought it was going to be a horror movie. But it's more like, I call it a comedy slash social thing. You know how art imitates life, so the last decade, I feel, it's been really racially charged stuff going on, whether it's on social media, whether it's in real life. It's really about race a lot, and I'm starting to see that a lot in the movie. So this movie went from being like a comedy, but it had a lot of race, social stuff going on into it. Spoiler alert, if you don't want to hear this, fast forward. In the beginning of the movie, like the first few minutes, they were in class, and the teacher was doing a lecture on the N-word. And she was actually saying it. She wasn't saying N-word. She was actually saying it, 6 letters, and discussing. They were the only 2 black kids in class, so of course everybody looked to them. What do you think? Blah blah blah. The girl that was found in their house is white. They're 3 men of color, and so they kind of wrestle back and forth between, should we call the police? Well, they're gonna think we did something to her. Blah blah blah. I would say, I'm skipping ahead to the end. That last scene to me was too dragged out. It kind of gave me Jason Peele. Oh my God, I said Jason. It kind of gave me Jordan Peele, Get Out. The scene where he's like, and the tears coming down. It was kind of like that at the end, and I'm like, I wish that part could have been a little different. But I'm going to go over some parts without spoiling a little bit. Okay. So, the one thing I could not get over, it was so funny to me. I don't know if it was done on purpose or what. But the dude, Carlos, the way he had his hair, he looked just like Adam Sandler off The Wedding Singer. I could not take him seriously. There was a scene where it was like this little heartfelt scene between the 3 of them, and it was all serious, and I was like, I cannot do this curly perm mullet. I understand mullets are back in style, but dude looked like he just stepped right out of 1985. Maybe that was part of the plot, not the plot, but I don't know, because they even had him dressing like that. I'm like, maybe he just really liked the 80s or something. I went through that phase too. being an 80s babies, I didn't really dress like it, but I listened to the music and all that. So, excuse me. Y'all know I don't edit, so what you see, you get the raw deal when I'm filming, because I haven't still learned to edit yet. But anyway, so I guess you could call him the main character. He goes through some stuff, like I said, some racial stuff. I'm trying to not spoil too much. He's actually of Nigerian descent because we hear him talking to his mother. So I'm guessing he was maybe first generation American. He didn't have an accent, so I'm assuming he was born here or maybe came here real early. I thought that was interesting that they chose to do that because, you know, a lot of times when it comes to racial matters in this country, as far as black people are concerned, it's usually people usually focus on African Americans, and that's a term that a lot of people kind of argue about, but I'm just using it so you can know what I mean. Black Americans, black people born here. So for him to go through what he went through as a person of Nigerian descent with parents from another country, he still has that black skin, so he still went through it. You know what I'm saying? So now R.J. Seiler was his friend, and he was the one that played in The Harder They Fall. He had me rolling. He was definitely the comic relief, and he's a natural at it. Like, you know how sometimes they try to put actors in a comedic role, but it just doesn't gel. He's definitely a natural at it. He's really good. Like, I really look forward to seeing more of what he has to offer. I know he was in, because you know how I am. I'm going to Google up everybody when I watch a show or a movie. He was in some movie called The Earl and the Girl or something. I'm going to check that out. I'm going to check out some more of his work, because he had me rolling in that. Like, I'm loving young black Hollywood. I'm just gonna call it Hollywood, even though it may not be actual Hollywood. But I love seeing young black actors coming up in this film. I mean, in any film. So yeah, check it out and tell me what you think, because like I said, I honestly feel like it strayed way too deep into the social issue stuff. I feel like the climate that we're in, you don't have to go so deep into it. That's just my personal opinion. Watch it for yourself and let me know what y'all think. It's on Amazon Prime, all right? If you have Amazon Prime, there's a lot of people that pay for Amazon Prime for the shipping, but don't realize that the movies and the streaming services comes with it automatically when you do that. So check it out. Let me know in the comments, man. Let me know what you think. Should it just stay the full-blown comedy with sprinkles of social matters, or was it good the way it was? And how did you feel about that ending, that last scene right before the credits? As always, peace and blessings. Until next time.